Hello, and welcome to another update video about XRP. Yeah, XRP is still in resistance, okay? So that it reacted a few times to resistance. It's making lower highs. Does it mean it's coming down now? It would be great because it would then follow our primary scenario here with the 5-wave move to the downside projected. But honestly, it's not really coming down as much as I want to. So it might be time to recalibrate. I mean, there's a few things how this could now turn out. I mean, first of all, obviously, it is possible that this is just a 1-2 setup to the downside, but it would not be allowed to exceed the 54.7 cent level, all right? If this is a 1-2 setup to the downside, it should really crash down next, but I would want to have a confirmation there with a break below 47.3 cents. And then it would likely also take out the 40.8 cent level to head down lower. However, the move down is now in 3 waves. And to be honest, it looks a little bit like an ABC structure here to the downside. That means a corrective move down, which means this move up might extend, okay? Now, bear in mind that the standard Fib retracement for a wave 2 goes up all the way to 54.7 cents. Price did respect it. Now, but price isn't really following through to the downside. And we have a 3-wave move to the downside, which means it's a correction to the downside, suggesting continuation higher. Now, my very first thought would be, okay, what happens if this wave 2 goes a bit higher? Is that possible? It's possible, but it wouldn't be an ABC structure then. It would be a WXY, and we're going to, let me think. Yeah, so it is a WXY, which could go a little higher. How realistic is it? Well, first of all, what I want to express here is that I think it will push a little higher. At least the chance is there. Yeah, looking at this structure here, because it's not really following through to the downside. And most other coins sold off. XRP didn't really. So what happens if they do a bit of a relief rally? Then XRP could push higher. So I'm just saying this could certainly push higher. I wouldn't be surprised. Actually, I would at this stage expect it to a degree, yeah, because it's just not following through down. So how would that work? I would count it as a WXY and the move here as an A wave to the upside, a B wave down, and a C wave up to come next. But there's a clear limit for this wave 2, and this limit is the 58.5 cent level. Now, looking at the subwave structure, if I go to the 1-hour chart, so, yeah, I mean, this looks a bit like a 1-2 setup, which could now push higher in a 3rd wave, okay? So that would pretty much be in line with the idea that this could be a C wave. But as I said, it is limited to the 58.5 cent level. Normally, I would not want a wave 2 to push that high, okay? But it's obviously possible, yeah? It's just typically in 9 of 10 cases, if a wave 2 pushes beyond that limit, then that wave 2 is not going to work out and it's actually going to rally above resistance. So what I can tell you at this stage is that I think it will push higher as long as the B wave low stays intact, 47.4 cents. However, if price reacts to resistance again and then breaks below 47.7, it's 47.4 cents, yeah, then this extension to the upside is not, well, at least not easily going to work out. And it would again shift probabilities to head down lower. It really is an important decision point. So this is the 54.7 cent level. The pivot, it's just a pivot between pushing higher, possibly all the way up to 58.5 cents, maybe even higher, and a rejection and a really bearish scenario that would take it down to 30 cents or below, okay? So that 54.7 cent level should not be underestimated. And what I want to highlight here is that the move down is just corrective. So the upside pressure is still there, in my opinion. Yeah, it's just not coming down, and we need to recognize that from an analysis point of view. So yeah, it's a bit, it's a little unclear because typically, again, you don't want a wave 2 to push above that 78.6 Fib level. That's why, I mean, if it pushes above it, it could also mean something let's say, more bullish, which would push price into the 70-cent range. That would also not be a bullish breakout, but would just reset the B wave, which means above 54.7. First of all, I would still consider an extension of the wave 2, but if we break above 58.5 cents, it could just be that extended B wave. Yeah, we talked about that in the previous video. It would just still be corrective because the move up is not really an impulse, okay? So it's not the most, it's really a difficult chart to read. But what we have to recognize is that price to the downside just doesn't really push down. And whenever it pushed down, it recovered quite quickly. So just need to observe this price action here. Possible start of an impulse to the upside, but it literally just depends on the 54.7 cent level. And if we take a look at the Fibonacci extensions, yeah, if I take the length of the A wave here, go to the low of the B wave, then okay, you know, the common target would be the 1-to-1 ratio at 57.6 cents. So I would certainly pay attention to that level, 57.6, if 54.7 is broken. So short-term uptrend, yeah, this is important. This is short-term uptrend. The short-term uptrend hasn't broken yet. This is still the case. We have higher highs and higher lows here. And also this, in my opinion, was not enough to really follow through to the downside. Not yet. I'll keep you updated. I think this is rapidly changing, this stuff, because of the high volatility here and the lack of creating a clear impulse, because the move to the upside is not impulsive at this stage. So it's at best a WXY. So yeah, I will follow that up for you, but the levels should be clear. Possible breakout to the upside, increasingly likely due to current price action, and just keep an eye on the levels I mentioned. Okay, that's my update about XRP. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.